Right, YouTube, so we're just about to start our journey to go and pick up something very exciting for the car. But you can't guess what it is. Right, so it's the next day now. I'm a little bit disappointed. The spoiler's got a crack in it, and two of the mounting bolts, one there's nothing to screw into, and the other one's just turning and turning as if the fastener on the inside of the spoiler's come loose, and it's just, you turn the bolt and it doesn't undo. So I have to try and figure out how to sort them out. The scratch, sorry, the crack, I'm not sure what I can do about that. Maybe try and cover it with some kind of, I don't know, you get like pinstripe tape. I don't know, not really much I can do about it, but you know, like, can you see something on a forum and it's something that's quite in demand, you've got to move quickly, and if they don't tell you there's any damage and you pay a deposit to secure it, there's not much you can do then, is there really? Because I mean, you can turn up, I mean, I drove for like an hour to pick it up, so you've got that petrol, you'd lose your deposit, so there we are, it is what it is. So there's the crack. So it goes from there to like there maybe. So I don't know whether I could put some glue on it and then maybe like some neochrome pinstripe tape just to go around to there. Make a little feature either side. Don't know. We shall see. It's not obvious, but whether it will grow, I don't know. So this mounting point here, there's nothing on the inside to screw into. And I think this one, the bit on the inside, just keeps turning because it's loose. These two seem to be alright. So apart from the things I've mentioned, the overall condition is pretty good. I did say in the advert that it looked like it'd been recently painted, and yeah, to be honest, it's pretty good. It's got a lot of fingerprints and stuff on it at the moment. We'll get a better look once it's on the car and cleaned up and everything. But yeah, it looks pretty smart. There's a couple of tiny little things like that. But overall, it looks pretty damn good. There is a tiny bit where the paint has run slightly. Let me see if I can grab it. So I'm not sure how well this will show up, but you can see kind of in the middle of the screen where it's been painted, and there's been a little drip that's run underneath and dried. But yeah, you won't really be able to see that, so it's not too bad. Right, so colour matching. When you buy a spoiler that's already painted, it's never going to be exactly the same colour as your car, is it? But you just kind of hope that it's as close as possible. This is definitely a little bit different to the colour of my car. I did a little trial fit, and it looked a lot better than I thought it would. It didn't stand out too much. Drop a comment down below whether you think it stands out. Maybe my colour palette isn't that brilliant, but to me it looks alright. Have a look at the end of the video, see what you think. So I've just spent probably like an hour trying to get this silicone off. It does look like there's still a lot there, but it's hopefully fairly flat now, whereas it was quite a lump before. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the arse just using the Stanley knife. The chisel edge sharpened and my nails basically. So I think that's about as good as I'm going to get it. A few bits of paint missing. Need to figure out how to get this out. Might have just cut the little bolt. Right, so I've let the silicone inside cure for, well, originally it was going to be 24 hours, but it's been a couple of days now. So it's pretty rigid now, that with the super glue. You can unscrew the bolts fine. Silicone holds them a little bit, but they soon free up. So basically, if I can get this little bloody washer. So this little square bolt shouldn't be able to push into the spoiler. In theory, you could pull it out, I guess, if there was enough force. So what I thought I would do, I've been trying to find something thin enough that I can glue over the top of this to sort of stop it being able to pull out. Whether this is the right stuff, but I've got loads of this black foam stuff. So this is the other one I did. So I've just cut it into the shape of this, put a hole through where the bolt's going to go in, and I'm just going to super glue it over the top. Maybe this and the combination of the super glue should harden it up and stop that being able to be pulled out as easily. Well, it's probably not that easy to pull out, but it'll just add like an extra layer of protection and strength. It's really thin, so it shouldn't affect it. So yeah, I'll stick that on and show you how it looks. So that's what I meant. I've just stuck one there and there, just in the little recesses that exist. Right, so I've finally got some time to fit the new spoiler. I'm glad I bought the car in the garage because it's absolutely pissing it down outside. So I think what I'm going to do is do a little trial fit, make sure everything lines up, and then I shall chuck a load of silicone on it and then fit it properly. It seems that this crack has opened up a bit since I attached the spoiler to the car. Don't know whether it's something to do with tightening up the bolts and it's pulled it in a funny way or what. So I've decided to take the decision to drill a little hole at either end to try and stop it spreading anymore. I just filled that in. As you can see, the crack looks a lot more pronounced now. It's a bit of a bugger. I've also spotted a bit of drip where it was painted before as well. I'm not sure if the camera will pick that up. So anyway, I think I'm definitely going to have to do some kind of pinstripe down here now. Can't really get around it because that crack is quite pronounced. Bugger. Right guys, so the spoiler is on. It's kind of mixed emotions. I think it looks really good. I've really wanted one for ages, but that crack is a bit annoying. Which kind of brings me on to the whole sort of title of this video. Should you buy a second-hand Fugen rear wing? It's a bit of a tricky one because you can spend like probably 600-700 quid buying a Fugen wing and getting it professionally painted, or you can spend a third to a half of that on buying a used one, which is fine if you can go and view it, but like all you guys know, you kind of just see them on forums and you've got to snap them up pretty quick because someone else will want to buy it and you'll miss out, which they always do. So I just snapped this one up. In the advert they didn't say there was any damage, which is a bit frustrating. I mean, you can get that from private sellers or businesses, so you've got to sort of roll the dice, haven't you, and hope that you get something good. So, you know, it was annoying. I got the crack, and two of the attachments were knackered as well. Those two little inserts I stuck in when I was doing a trial fit, one of them pulled the insert out as I was screwing into it. So what I ended up doing, that foam stuff I stuck over it was useless, so I just got a nice little thin bit of plastic and super glued that in nice and tight, and it seemed to hold it then. I didn't go mental tightening those two up. I just made sure that the other four were nice and tight, and it feels pretty solid, to be honest. And I kind of assumed when it said that it had been freshly painted, I would have thought by a professional. So there I shouldn't assume, should you? So it's on now. So I'm not really sure what my advice is here. I suppose if you can see it in person, then great, go and buy one. But yeah, you've got to roll the dice if you're just trying to buy one on a forum sold as seen in Facebook. So there we are. So what have we got coming next? Definitely we've got the Piper Manifold Sports Cat M2 centre section and remap coming. But I've also got an inlet manifold to go on, and I'm hoping to get that on before the remap for obvious reasons. So hopefully that'll be the next one. So yeah, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that one. I think we're going to see some exciting power gains. So thanks as always for watching. Please like and subscribe. Hit the old notification bell, chuck a comment down below, and I shall see you on the next one. Cheers guys.